Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Spade Adventurers. Welcome back to Spade Gals Productions, the gaming and unboxing channel, with me, Jake Spins, who's also from Spade Gals Original, with Gorilla Cyclones, Quincor, Florlai, and Vlogs, as well as our videos, which you guys can all check out. And today we are back with some more Super Smash Bros., a series that we have not done in quite a long time. Okay, maybe like a month. I don't actually know, but I wasn't that proud of, unfortunately. But I'm here. I want to redeem myself, and I know I said next time I would try to do something that wasn't Sonic. But here's the thing. This morning I actually had a really nice idea about a Sonic stage being Emerald Coast. I had an idea for Emerald Coast from Sonic Adventure. And it got me thinking, well, why not try to do all of the Sonic Adventures game stages inside of Smash Brothers, because we already have Ice Cap and now we're doing Emerald Coast, which is something that I may or may not get to. We're not, who knows? We'll see. But either way, the present right now is going to be focused on Emerald Coast. I'm super excited for it. Unfortunately, if Emerald Coast is a soundtrack inside of the game, I don't have it. I also don't have very many songs that really fit the feel of it. So right now I just have Wonderworld on, and I'll just look up what songs are there, and we'll see from there. Most likely it'll just be Emerald Coast with the Sonic Lost World theme. But that's fine. Anyway though, let's go into the stage. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with Emerald Coast, the stage where, yes, for once I actually started a 30-minute music video and I listened to literally the whole entire thing. I never do that. I always put it on, listen to maybe like 10, 15 minutes of it, and then I'm just like, this is getting a little bit much. But Emerald Coast is one of my childhood songs. Seriously, it is one of the first songs I've ever heard in video games, and thank God Sonic Adventure has an amazing soundtrack, because my childhood soundtrack was just fantastic, just beautiful and amazing, and if you haven't heard it, then just go listen to it, because it's great. But anyway though, as I've said multiple times, I wasn't planning on doing a Sonic stage, but this thought just randomly popped into my head. I was just like, okay, well, what if I do a Smash stage where you can fight with the whale just jumping from the background, or not the background, from one side of the stage to the other. Granted, I could have just had this in the background, but I decided I wanted to have it be this huge part of the stage. And later on you'll see most of this video is that, because it was quite a doozy to start with. So first thing that I started with was the one bridge, which is over by where the whale is. So I decided, you know what, we'll have that be the main platform, and then what can be on the sides, because that's one of the big things. You want to make sure you have fighting space, and you want to make sure you have a space that just makes the stage its own. Makes you be able to say, oh, that's what this stage is. And that other side is right after you start the stage, where you go into the huts. I would have loved to put multiple huts, but unfortunately that wasn't really doable. And I did play around with an idea for the pillars, because the pillars are white with blue squares on the bottom. I played around with an idea of putting the squares on there, but I realized you're not going to see that many of them, and also at the time I just felt, you know what, it looks a little bit better with just the pillars. I doubt that I'm going to go back and change it, but it is possible that I might. And I do apologize for all the pausing randomly. I did try to go back and change as much as I physically could for that, but some of the ones I just missed. Usually I just go and slap this on, do the commentary, and then go on with my life. But it wasn't like that as much because there was just more that I was doing. So now we're on the whale part, and oh boy, the whale was such a pain. Seriously, a good, like, third of this is just trying to create the whale. I actually had to stop the video just so I could go back and look at the first one that I got so perfectly, and I was so mad. Seriously, I had to mute this because I keep the microphone on and I listen to music at the same time because it goes so fast and I can just mute the audio anyway, so it's not a big problem. But I was so livid that I was actually just going like, ugh, ah, and I was just very frustrated because that first one, that first shape that I had gotten felt so perfect. It felt so right, and after that, I just couldn't get something that felt right at all. I mean, eventually I did get one that worked, and that's the one that's actually in the stage, but it took so long to actually get. As much as I love how the whale came out, it's just so frustrating because the first one looked so sleek and so nice and just beautiful. So we're still actually on the part where I'm crafting the whale. I forgot and didn't take that many. I didn't take any of these tries out, but right after I get the fin, after a few tries, I did actually get it. So as I've said, Sonic Adventure is one of my childhood games. We actually streamed the whole entire game on this channel, as well as on Twitch, both Spade Gals Productions, and it was a super good time. It's also where I found out during the Knuckles playthrough about the weird Sonic Hooters thing that they did. I still find that really weird, and it also feels really weird to say that one of the rarest plush was used to decorate Hooters. It makes no sense. It's just like, why, Sega? Why are you forcing this upon us? But that was like a very long. Well, that was like a good year ago. So now we don't have to worry about that. So one thing that I actually did was I went in and I wanted to make the whale at least accurate. So I was looking at pictures of the Sonic Adventure whale, which I found out were just way too much to try to do. So I was actually going through different killer whale pictures, just because the original ones from Sonic Adventure, there was like no actual good pictures to actually look at the whale. Thankfully though, the fin, there's only one fin though, the fin did not take that long to do because I just made a smaller version. Now, as I said, the whale was a good third of this video. So, what else but to add another part to that third, being the rail section. Oh my gosh, I cut out what had to be a good maybe, I don't even know how long because it was sped up, but sped up at 8 speed, I've cut out over a minute, like 2-3 minutes of me just doing this at 8 times speed. So that has to be quite a stupid amount. And this part just made me so livid, so frustrated, because anytime I would try to move the whale across the stage, I realized the whale was too big, so I would shrink the whale, I would put the railing down, and then I'd realize, wait, it's still too big, this doesn't work, and I'd have to keep changing positions. And as much as I like how certain things in the stage came out, I really wish I would have been able to do the whale better. To add on to this, I decided I wanted to also make it a little more realistic and just feel better, because I wanted it to like bob up and down under the actual boardwalk so that you could see the whale before it appeared and became interactive. But I decided to actually add a gear system to it. Oh, hang on. So the problem with the gear system adding this, and yes, you are seeing it super fast forwarded, and you guys are lucky because I had to sit here for a good minute actually watching this thing go back and forth every single time this went around to see if it would hit either the boardwalk or the sandbank And so many times it hit it, and so many times I had to try to readjust the sandbank. And I realized, wait a minute, I can just edit the sandbank that was already there that I already like. And by doing that, I can actually just shrink it. And around where the second change was, I looked to see where the tail was because it was just so perfect to where it was almost all the way tilted. So I realized, okay, this is as much space as I can go. This is as much as I can do. And I was like, wait, why don't I just make it 100 speed and change it later? This rail system took so long to do that, as I said, I did cut stuff out, which is literally about to happen. But it happened so much, I changed the formula. And even after recording the video, I changed it. Seriously. Because of other things I added, I had to change it again, and still, as I was testing it with my sister, I still had to change the freaking thing, but that was more so to get rid of it showing the rail speed and actually showing the speed of it, because I wanted the whale to appear about every minute or so, just so that it wasn't too much in the way, but it was there enough so that you knew it was there and it affected the battle, and so you could be like, yay, whale, and just be super happy. Another thing I realized is that the rails could actually cross-intersect, so you'll see in a second that I did end up doing that. So as I said, I did play this stage with my sister because I wanted to test it out before, before posting it or anything. I didn't really change too much. It was just a few aesthetic things that I changed. But I really wanted to talk about how it felt to actually play the stage. And honestly, was it the best thing? Not 100%, but I honestly really liked how certain things turned out. It was just super fun to play on. As you can see, I'm starting to add cannons so that because of that big gap, when that whale's not there, you can't really get across with characters like Mario. And I cut out all the testing with Mario because that was just way too jarring. So in certain parts, like with the cannons, I was going back and forth and testing, so there's a bunch of cuts and stuff. But I had it was just a very fun stage to play on because there was so many different places to fight. Because I added a wall to the left, which you'll see in a second. You have the hut, you have the bridge, you have the whale. There's just so many different places you can play, and you have a fair place to fight on. Large place, not really that much going on, just a few platforms, cannon, which is where the bridge is. Then you've got the hut, which I actually added a ladder over there, adjusted where the cannon is, just so that you can fight under there, even though that's not really a viable place to fight. But then you've got that inside the hut, which is a bit tricky, bit risky to fight in there. And then you can even fight on top of the hut, which is super risky. But if you want a shorter game, you can fight more over there. If you want a longer game, because everything is so low, you can fight closer to the bridge. But then you can also fight on the wall, which I did change aspects of that too. One of the things that I did struggle with, though, was trying to figure out, for the bridge and the wall, what should be in between them. And at first I was like, okay, well, in that section, when you get off the bridge, you have sand there. And then you have to fight a monkey and stuff. Obviously, you can't add robotic monkeys in this game into the stages, which I know, it's kind of a bummer. So instead, I had just decided, you know what, I'm going to put the bridge right up against the wall, because that's just going to be a lot better, it's going to look better, and it's just going to play better. I did keep in that one thing of like moving the whale too. And then one other thing that I did change, the last thing that I changed in the stage, is having a platform behind the spring. Because I put it on the first one just to kind of make it like accurate to the actual stage. Alright guys, we are nearing the end of this part of the video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy seeing me fight the computer on it. See you guys later. Oh my god, what a pain in the... Oh! Oh! Hey, guys, I didn't realize you came back. Yeah, it's, been a good 2 hours that I've been working on this, and, definitely gonna probably tell you guys a lot of my frustrations about the whale. Seriously, literally, so much of this video is about the whale. And it was so frustrating. Like, it doubled the amount of time that I thought it would just for that reason. But anyway, though, here is Emerald Coast from Sonic Adventure. Now, you might be like, Spins, what exactly were you going for? Well, the thing is, I kind of combined two different parts. I wanted to do the whale and the bridge, but I also wanted to have a few other landmarks, such as the starting point right before you get to... Okay, so when you start the stage off the first bridge, you go into the hut areas, so that's that one area. So then you go over the whale, and then, well, you go through the bridges, and then you get to the next part. So that's kind of what that's representing, is the first area just kind of meshed, kind of like I did with Ice Cap Zone. So hopefully that translated okay. Now, I did put some cannons there just so that you could have a fast travel system from one side to another, because as you may have been able to see, I don't know what I'm cutting out or not cutting out, because I do actually for once have to cut out some content just so that it's not 10 extra minutes of just trying to adjust the rail system. But I put the cannon there because with Mario, who's the character they just default put you at, who has not the greatest recovery, not the worst either, but I was having a lot of trouble getting over there. So I figured, you know what? If I put some cannons over there, it should be fine. Unfortunately, I am spotting one problem that I'm a little nervous and concerned about, and that's the fact that second player does spawn on the whale because, as you guessed it, right up there, that's where the spawn is. So, a little unfortunate, but unlike a certain cage battle that I worked on, you don't immediately die, you just spawn on top of the whale. So before posting it, I might do a few tweaks and move the whale up a little bit, just so that you're not too jarred, but I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't want to look at this anymore. Finally got the rail system to a part that I enjoy, and I just need to like test out some stuff anyway. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention is the wall over there, which I put over there to represent just before you get into the second half of Emerald Coast Zone. So I think it worked. I did want to put a little sand beforehand, but I was like, you know what? I'll just connect the bridge to the wall and have some climbable areas. I might also add a few more background elements. I honestly wasn't sure what to add, and I've got a few things to do. So I'll probably just see if I do later on, like maybe adding some like birds in the background or something. I don't know. But there's not really that much space to add more things. So I feel like right now what's there is pretty good. Okay, no, I swear. I've done that so many times. I'm so glad they have an "Are you sure?" Because if I went through the last 2 hours making this stage and then I deleted it, I would have been livid. I would have been upset. As always though, I'm sorry about the face cam. I figured, you know, for videos like these, don't need to really adjust. But, as always, we do actually need to go and try out the actual stage. I'm really hoping that other stages won't be as frustrating as this in the future if we do end up doing the idea that I had to try to make all of Sonic Adventure inside of this game, you know, because it's a fun sounding idea and I would love to do it, but if it's gonna end up like that, I'm a little bit nervous. So we're gonna go with cage battle rules. We're gonna jump into Emerald Coast Zone, And I will check with multiple characters later on before posting. Don't worry, I've learned quite a bit from Mario Maker. So I don't feel like having a very long, tedious battle. So I'll just, I'll change it to 5, and who really screams relaxation? You know what? I guess because of Mario Sunshine, let's put Mario in it. Why not? You know, we did Bowser and Lava Reef, so why not fight a good old Mario? And you guys saw quite a bit of Mario, too. Alright. And thankfully, it does tell you beforehand, so if you do end up on the whale, you'll at least know before you start. I would like to actually try fighting on all areas, though. So yes, the bridge area. I might make that one platform a bit higher. But I want to be able to try to fight on, like, this top half. Dude, go in the cannon. Fortunately, computers are not the brightest. And, of course, I do that as I say that. Good job, Spins. But yeah, this could actually be relatively higher. And that would probably be a better way to fight, in my opinion. Alright, so I think I'm going to make a few tweaks, and then we're going to come back to this. Okay, we're back. I decided to change it to a level 9... Wow, rude. I decided to change it to a level 9 Mario, just to see if maybe this way... Oh my god, okay. Okay, this was a bad idea. This was a bad idea. But I wanted to see if maybe Mario would be smart enough at level 9. Oh? Mario is smart enough at level 9. Awesome. Kind of? Question mark? Okay, this is just obnoxious. I don't... I don't want to fight it. No. This is a for fun stage, so I would rather not fight a level 9 Mario. Ugh. Jeez, third time's the charm, am I right? I changed it back to level 5, so that should be pretty good. So pretty sure I hit Mario at that point, but whatever, it's not a big deal. Alright. Yeah, I feel like when you're actually playing with people, though, you're going to be aware of spacing and things such as, you know, like the cannon. So you're not going to have really as much of a problem with that. Oh, that would have been a great play, though. Like, let's be real here. That would have been amazing. Alright, I'm just going to fling him over here, though. Oh! God dang it. That was a great reverse for me, though. Am I right? Okay. Alright, you know what? You want to play that way? Okay, Mario. I do like how the wall is jagged, too. You know, that just... I feel like it just works a lot better, because that's what it represents. Oh, is the whale down there? Hey, Mario jumping on that whale. Wow, I didn't realize it took that long for the whale to appear once. I definitely did not realize that. Alright, I might make it to where he appears more often then. Because I figured that the whale would just be a little bit frustrating to deal with and just be a nice cameo type of thing. But I also wanted to do the whale differently too, which I just couldn't do. So I'm definitely going to have to tweak that just to, you know, maybe make it a little faster. Just like Lava Reef, though, it does have the issue of... Well, not the issue, because there's a lot of places you can fight on and be safe on. So there's safe spots and there's risky spots. But there's definitely a lot more to fight on. Hopefully, next time I try to do one of these stages, though, not going to be too bad. Beat a CPU by at least 2 points in a... That's really specific, but okay. But yeah, unfortunately, it is a 4-player stage. It would definitely be super fun 8-player. but most of my stages end up being 4-player anyway, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, though, guys, I'm not sure what the heck is going to happen next time, but I'm hoping that next stage will be a little bit smoother than this. And as I said, I'm going to do some testing. It's possible that I might have to come back just to show a recap, but as far as I know, we're going to show the level code because it's going to be up before this video is uploaded, so it's going to be great. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, share this out with everyone you love. Brother, mother, sister, father, iguana, and I've now hit the 3-hour mark on this video. Keep your toes safe. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more from this channel, make sure to go to the left of the screen for subscribing and subscribing to my other channel, and go to the right of the screen to check other videos. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!